Good afternoon and welcome to a mobile edition of Crime Time with DutyRon. You know the drill. I'm a retired New York City police detective. And if you like all things true crime related from the detective's perspective, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get all things DutyRon and Ed Wallace when we go live or upload another video. Hey guys, I'm sorry about the delay. I haven't gone live from the mobile with StreamYard in such a long time. I lost access to StreamYard, so I had to reconnect. And I was like coming out at the last minute, ready to go live at 3:15 p.m. my time, and I was disconnected from StreamYard, so I had to reconnect. So again, I always like to try to be punctual, so I apologize for that. I wanted to say thank you to the Patreon supporters, the channel members, the moderators, the replay viewers, and everyone who positively engages in Crime Time with DutyRon. You guys were what makes this a great place, and I give thanks and praise to each and every one of you. So thank you so much for being here. Let me know if this mic that I'm using, it's a clip-on. The mic is been in my glove box for a little while in the heat, in the cold. It's been through a lot of the weather, so I wanted to make sure we got the mic working well. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you could hear me decent, and then I'll go right into it. All right, good. I see a couple of Cecina. Thank you. Peggy, thank you. Appreciate that, guys. All right, cool. So, BF, one of the surviving roommates in the Bryan Kohberger case, right? BF and DM. And I'm really respecting what the court and the gag order, and, I know their names are all over the internet and people are using them, but I'm going to be respectful within myself and within the community. And my guest who's going to join me tonight is attorney Melanie Little. She's been on with me several times. She has lots of experience in this field, and we're going to go over this subpoena that we believe, or I believe, was requested by the defense team, and we're going to talk about every aspect of this subpoena. There's a lot of conversation within the writings of this subpoena where it really points towards exculpatory. They're talking about some areas that are causing a lot of people to just get up in arms and hopped up over. So what I like to do is I like to grab somebody who is from the law field and in that profession to speak on it, so this way we can get an education on it. I watched a couple of videos. I think there's a couple of good videos that are out there. The lawyer, Pete Tragos, he was live this morning. I watched a little bit of that replay, and he is also a good YouTube channel to go and check out. But tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have Melanie on with us tonight, and she has a great deal of experience in this stuff, and she's going to come on and, in layman's terms, speak to us about the possibilities, because there's so many possibilities, right? We don't know what BF witnessed or heard. We don't know if she heard anything, for that matter. We don't know a lot. There's a lot of unknowns, and therein lies the problem, is when there's unknowns, it leaves us that gray area to speculate. It leaves everyone to speculation. And Barbara George says, I like Melanie. I happen to like her a lot. I think that she's really great at explaining things. And I think that she will, in the hour that we go live, I believe that she will, answer a lot of the questions that we have. But there's going to be a lot of what ifs, and there's going to be a lot of potential. If this is the situation, this is what could happen. So, BF, as we know, is not a resident of the state of Idaho, and she resides outside of the state. So there's a lot. There's a lot of information that is, left for us to speculate on. And I want to say thank you, in particular, to Melanie, because tonight is the Rangers, New York Rangers hockey playoff game. And when I reached out to Melanie, she said, I have, I want to, she's a Rangers fan, obviously, and she wants to watch the game. And I planned to go live at 9, and then I said, I'll go live at 9:30. And I didn't think that she would, be able to join us tonight. And this is how dedicated she is. She said, you know what, 9:30, that's fine. I'm going to come, and I'm going to, you know, give a little bit of her perspective, and that's always great. Hey, so I wanted to know for you guys in the chat, what's your thoughts on this? Let me know either in the live chat or in the comment section what you think about this subpoena. Did it come from the defense? Did it come from the prosecution? I want to know what you guys are thinking, and if you can, go over to DutyRon.com and leave me questions so I could take my handy dandy notepad and write down your questions. This motion to quash, and there's just so much moving. There's so many moving parts to this thing. So Lulu 33 feels like it's the defense. And I really I really don't feel in my heart that it's from the defense, from the prosecution. I definitely feel like it is from the defense because the upside to the prosecution subpoenaing her is minimal. It actually would only hurt. It would only help the defense. So I don't see it being done by the prosecution. I believe it's the defense, and it's clearly stated in the subpoena that the attorneys for who are representing um, BF. I almost said her name. I might slip up and say it tonight, but I hope I don't. Evelyn Grosnick and Kelly Ann Valoria. And she's a former prosecutor, Kelly Ann, 26 years, former prosecutor. She practiced now in family law. And this really would, in my eyes, seem like a call from, obviously she's on the paperwork, but Kellyanne, um, you know, is probably what we're going to be hearing more about. So, uh, leave me a message again in the comment section and or here in the live chat. Get your questions ready because tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be live. Hi, Blondie. Good to see you. Miss Donna Marie, thank you for being here. Lexi, thank you. Always a pleasure to see you. Hi, Agati. Thank you. Um, so I think that, we see the verbiage from the private investigator, and he's claiming that he has exculpatory evidence. Listen, Lulu 33, that's what the job is of the defense team. But the defense team, their job is not to bring up exculpatory evidence or anything that would be exculpatory in a preliminary hearing. That really would be for the trial, I believe. But we're going to talk more tonight with Melanie Little because I know I'm not an attorney. I'm not a defense attorney. I'm not an expert when it comes to motions and tactics that are used by, the defense and the prosecution. So I kind of yield to those people. Kimberly Cope, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Richella Pranzo, thank you for being here. But let me know what your thoughts are on this because tonight at 9:30, we're going to cover it for a good hour and we're going to talk about it. We are going to speak about it. I did see the documents, but I'm not going to go into everything that I'm going to discuss today. I'm going to be discussing it tonight. So yeah, I have all the documents. Trust me, I have it all. But I just want to also hear about what your guys' thoughts are and go forward. So of course, Taylor wants to get the case dismissed, but it won't happen. I feel that it won't happen. In my heart, I feel it's not going to happen. She'd have to have some pretty damning stuff to get the case dismissed. They have a ton of evidence that we don't know about that will not be revealed. And we'll get into all of that stuff tonight. So I'm hoping that you guys can hang out and join us and have an open discussion with Melanie Little, who is an attorney. and she's going to get into it with us tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope that you guys can join us or will join us, and if you can't, watch it on the replay. Erica, she says, I can't wait. Hey, Richella, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Pete is probably somewhere right behind you, so that's great. It is, Lulu33, it is so confusing because there's so many people speaking on it that aren't qualified probably to speak on it. And again, that's why I kind of yield to the professionals. I made a lot of different phone calls and I talked to a lot of different people from the legal field. And then I think tonight we're going to be able to get to the bottom of some of the confusion. And that's the reason why I wanted to, do this educational live stream tonight so we could talk about it. And I encourage you guys, send in questions at DutyRon.com. Try to, send in your questions. And like Cherry Hill here is saying, it's kind of late. I'll try not to be late. Okay. If it is late for you, like if you're in another country and it's, beyond your time or when you're sleeping and so forth, you could still send in your questions and we'll try to get to them and try to answer them. So it's going to be interesting. I wanted to say another thing too quickly is I wanted to publicly thank everybody who's wished me a happy birthday. It was last week on Wednesday. You guys made like a birthday collage of like, it's like a virtual card with everybody that put comments in a card wishing me a happy birthday. I'm going to play that live one day on a dedicated live stream just to say thank you to you guys who took out the effort. So thank you so much for everyone who put in, kind words and accolades and really lovely comments, wishing me a happy birthday. You guys are so awesome. When I looked at that and read them, and there was actually two video messages, one from Detective Phil Grimaldi and another one from Sergeant Bill, both from Police Off the Cuff. So it was really nice to see that. So thank you for, those birthday wishes. You guys are really, really awesome. So again, we're going to get into it at 9:30 p.m. tonight. There's so many things going on. Tomorrow, the trial resumes for Sincere and Classic. That's Orrin and Orson West. I can't wait to hear the witnesses that come and testify starting tomorrow. We got Lori Shallow Vallo's trial going on today. Hearing a lot of things about cell phone pings, and it looks like her brother was the only one that, with the geofence warrant, phone was active at the pet cemetery on Chad Daybell's property the day Tylee and JJ were buried there. There lies more questions about Lori's involvement and if she was possibly in the area or if she wasn't. So there's a lot of controversy going on. I appreciate everyone joining. This live stream, when it ends, which is going to be very shortly, is going to take you over to tonight's video. So instead of having to link it down below in the description, we're going to just be segued over to tonight's live. So you can kind of hit the little notification on tonight, and then you could just hit that notification and little reminder will pop up when we're going live. Rhino Girl, good to see you. Thank you for joining all the way from Saudi. Thank you for being here. Always appreciate it. Cecina says, I missed your birthday. Belated happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So I think that's it. Tonight, 9:30 p.m. Be there or be square. It's Eastern Standard Time. So if you're outside of the East Coast or off of Eastern Standard Time, just make that difference up. I'll see you guys all later on tonight with Melanie Little. I'm looking forward to. I got a lot of questions for her. I want to know a lot of things. I already have 3 pages of notes to kind of ask her. So I'm hoping to, we'll cover the motion to quash. The factors that BF suffers from PTSD. We kind of know that, and the challenges of having to testify and coming from out of state and so forth. And we'll talk about the lawyers that represent her. and a lot of things, benefits to the defense, benefits to the prosecution. But I want to say this: I don't feel that this subpoena is going to make or break the case. I don't think that Kohberger is going to be getting off scot-free because of this subpoena and her, uh, you know, again, we'll wait till tonight. And guys, thank you, Mary, for becoming a new member. I appreciate that. Tonight at 9:30 p.m. So I keep repeating myself, but I also am going to ask you guys for some prayers for my almost 15-year-old dachshund, Oscar. He's got some impacted teeth issues in his mouth. He's infected in his mouth. Um, you know, the dog is in really good health otherwise, but he's got to have surgery on Wednesday. And my wife is really, really nervous about it because of his age and going under anesthesia. And they're going to clean his teeth and do all of that stuff while he's under. And it's a trying time for us. So please send prayers out for Oscar. He's part of our security detail. He's a part of my family. I love him dearly. And just asking for prayers from you guys for Oscar. So I'll see you guys tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Much love and respect from Crime Time with DutyRon and Ed Wallace. We'll see you tonight. Peace and love, guys. Thanks for joining.